The Israeli army targeted 4 cities in the occupied West Bank on Wednesday, launching a major new operation alongside its 10-month-old war in Gaza. In the early hours on Wednesday, the Israeli military launched a series of coordinated raids across 4 cities: Jenin, Nablus, Tubas and Tulkarem. At least 10 Palestinians were killed in Israeli raids and strikes in the occupied West Bank, according to the Red Crescent. The Israel's army described it as a counter-terrorism operation. Ambulances in West Bank could be seen trying to navigate the dug-up roads as the Israeli military deployed heavy machinery to dig up more roads. Foreign Minister of Israel said that the army was operating in full force since last night in refugee camps in 2 cities to dismantle what he called the Iranian-Islamic terror infrastructures established there. He said Iran was working to establish an eastern front against Israel in the West Bank, following the Gaza and Lebanon model, by funding and arming terrorists and smuggling advanced weapons from Jordan. He added, "We must address this threat with the same determination used against terror infrastructures in Gaza, including temporary evacuations of residents and any necessary measures. This is a war and we must win it." Now, the violence in the West Bank has surged alongside the war in Gaza, with more than 650 Palestinians killed by Israeli troops and settlers since Hamas's October 7th attack. This is according to an AFP tally based on Palestinian Health Ministry figures. At least 19 Israelis have been killed in Palestinian attacks during the same period, according to Israeli officials. But while Israeli military operations have become a daily occurrence in the West Bank, occupied by Israel since 1967, it is rare for them to be carried out in multiple cities simultaneously. In recent weeks, Israeli operations in the West Bank have focused on the north of the territory, where armed groups fighting against Israel are particularly active. The latest operation comes 2 days after Israel said it carried out an airstrike on the West Bank. Islamic Jihad, a Palestinian-Islamic movement allied with Hamas, which has a strong presence in the north of the West Bank, issued a statement on early Wednesday, denouncing an open war by Israel. It said, with this aggression, which aims to transfer the weight of the conflict to the occupied West Bank, the occupier wants to impose a new state of affairs on the ground to annex the West Bank. Hamas, whose popularity has soared in the West Bank since the start of the Gaza war, on late Tuesday reiterated its call for Palestinians in the territory to rise up. Its statements came in a response to comments by far-right Israeli National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir, who said this week he would build a synagogue at Jerusalem's flashpoint Al-Aqsa Mosque compound if he could. Ben-Gvir, a settler himself, has openly called for the annexation of the West Bank. Hamas's October 7th attack resulted in the deaths of 1,199 people, mostly civilians, according to an AFP tally based on official Israeli figures. Israel's retaliatory military campaign since then has killed at least 40,000 plus people in Gaza. This is according to the territory's health ministry. The UN Rights Office says most of the dead are women and children. Do tell us what you think about this video in the comment section. And for more news updates, subscribe to India Today.